What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another First Fit video. I am Chase, and today I've got a really unique way of listening to music while you ride. It's called the Headwave TAG, and supposedly it makes your motorcycle helmet into a concert hall. Let's check it out. So guys, before we get the video started, I do need to let you know that Headwave actually sent me out the tag to try out and see what I thought about it so I can make a review for you guys. They did not sponsor this video, and these thoughts are 100% my opinion. Just wanted to let you know though. On to the video. So guys, first off, the way this thing makes music in your helmet is different than most of the other methods you're probably used to in a motorcycle helmet. Unlike other things where they have a speaker next to your ear cups, this thing actually uses a method called transduction to make sound go from the outside of the helmet to the inside of the helmet. Because of that, the Headwave tag has absolutely no wires, and it attaches to your helmet with some industrial strength adhesive. It's also curved to fit most motorcycle helmets. So guys, when it comes to the unboxing experience, I gotta say these guys did a fantastic job. I'm personally a huge fan of magnetic boxes, and these guys totally freaking delivered. Here's all the stuff that comes inside the box. It looks kind of minimal, right? Well, that's because it is. The tag doesn't really take a lot of materials to get it up and running. And guys, the helmet I chose to test out the Headwave tag was, of course, the Airframe Pro from Icon in the Brozak paint job. I figured there's not a better helmet to use to test out on a product that makes me feel like I'm hearing things than this one with a giant monster on it with a smiley face. Let's get this started. So guys, after all the helmets that I have mic'd up, GoPros I've installed and uninstalled and reinstalled Sennas, the installation process for the tag was one of those that was so easy that I kind of felt like I was doing something wrong. The only thing you have to do to install this thing is clean the area that you want it to be installed on with the included alcohol wipes. Let it dry, then peel the paper off of the super adhesive that's on the tag already and push it onto the helmet. You need to make sure you put a lot of force in the middle to make sure it connects correctly. And after that, well, the installation is done. You see why I didn't really want to call it an installation process? Alright guys, so you've got the tag installed and now you have to charge it, well, eventually. So the USB charging cable that comes installed was pretty typical for what small electronics typically have, and it's a power only cable, but the way that it connects to the tag is so freaking satisfying. If any of you guys have used older MacBook Pros and you know the little MagSafe cable that magnetically attaches to the laptop, the tag has the exact same thing. When you get the cable close enough to the tag, it just magnetically attaches to it. I cannot tell you guys how excited I was when I saw that in the box. I cannot wait for the day that small electronics can not only be charged, but actually run data through a connection like that. I cannot tell you how excited I would be if I could connect my Senna 20S with some MagSafe looking stuff and transfer data and updates and stuff like that. Oh, it's gonna be great. Can't wait for that day. I love the way that this thing freaking charges. It's satisfying, man. Trust me. Okay, so we've got the thing installed and charged, and now we just gotta connect it to our phone so we can start listening to some sweet, sweet tunes. This process, stupidly simple, just like the charging. You see this little green line? That's the only button on the tag. If you press and hold that button, eventually two little lights will start blinking in this area right here. That means your tag is in Bluetooth pairing mode, and it's gonna come up on your phone in the Bluetooth settings. Simply click it, there's no passwords, no nothing, and it's connected. Now you can play music or, God forbid, text somebody back with the volume all the way up. I can still hear the ticking in my head when I was testing this. Okay, so now the big question, how does it sound? I've got to say, it's very interesting the way it sounds. Instead of music being shoved into your ear like a typical headphone would, it does feel like you're inside of the music that you're listening to. Now, my other big favorite thing of this is you can actually feel the music that you're listening to. Now, if you're listening to a softer song, you're probably not going to feel anything, but if you put something on with some serious bass, you're going to feel these little micro vibrations that really gives you this immersive feeling while you're riding and listening to the music. So guys, when it comes to volume, I've got to be honest, I could never get the volume loud enough for my personal preferences while listening to this thing. And I went on their website and I did all of the phone settings that I was supposed to make sure that my phone was outputting the loudest that it possibly can. And I just could never get it loud enough. Keep in mind, I was testing this under the absolute worst conditions for it. I rode a naked bike on the highway, so I had the absolute most amount of wind noise going on. In my experience, 60 miles per hour and under is pretty much the sweet spot for this thing. The audio sounds totally fine. It's not as clear as a Sena 20S, but that's with, headphones right next to your ears. It does give you this really immersive experience, and it allows you to hear the things going on around you. But when you get between 60 and 70, it starts to be hard to actually hear the words of songs. And if you go 70 and above, it's really hard to hear much of anything. So I want to be honest with you guys, if you're going to be on the highway a lot, this is going to probably be a problem for you, and you're not going to be able to really hear what you want to listen to. Okay, so here are my major drawbacks with the tag. One is sound leak. Now, this is only going to be annoying for you if you care that people can hear the music that you're listening to. But with the volume all the way up, you can easily hear what's being played from the outside of the helmet. To the point, it almost seems like the tag is a small portable Bluetooth speaker that you just 3M to the back of your helmet, which would actually be hilarious. Another pretty strong negative is the price. The tag costs 299 euro, which I believe currently translates to 353 US dollars, although they seem to now be on Amazon and listed for 299 US dollars, so there's a little weirdness going on there. Now keep in mind, the tag can only do audio. There is no mic inside of the helmet, so you won't be able to use voice commands or make phone calls. This is an extremely expensive price for a device that can only play audio into the helmet. Now don't get me wrong, having a magnetically charged device that's IP67 waterproof with no wires is awesome and all, but there's no way I could recommend that for you guys that could just go get a Sena 20S. My Sena 20S has been through countless storms with me, has a 13-hour battery life, which is twice the 4 to 6 hours that Headwave claims, and I can also talk with my friends and listen to music all for almost $100 less. Do I think the Headwave tag is a really cool product and fun to have? 100%! And if you have money just sitting around and want to have a really cool audio experience while riding your motorcycle, I highly recommend it. If you don't just have money sitting around, I'm going to point you to one of the many other Sena products that come in way more budget friendly to get audio in your helmet, not to mention the microphone and talking capabilities. And guys, that's it for the first fit video of the Headwave tag. If you guys are interested in more information on it, or you got some extra money sitting around and want to go grab one, you know I've left links for you in the description. If you're a little more budget friendly, I've also left some links for my favorite personal Bluetooth devices that I use on a daily basis. Guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, especially if you got to this point in the video. And I will see you on the next one. You guys go out there and ride positive. And share this video out to somebody that wants a interesting audio experience while they ride. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.